Hi, this is Peter Solomon Gross from Bayville, New York, and this is Lesson 3 for Introduction to Audio Production at Coursera.org. Automation Practical, and I'll be using Logic Pro. So this is one of my sequences here. It's a ballet that I'm working on for orchestra, and we're going to listen to this percussion part right here. These triangles here, and those two regions are loud. So we're going to automate the volume and bring them down. Listen first. Okay, so there it is. So I open the inspector back up. So we're going to go back to there. And what we're going to do is we're going to push A, and that brings up all of our automations. These are the volume automations. It's set for read right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put nodes on either side of the region, a pair of nodes. And the reason I do this is so that when I do move this automation data, I know that the automation data to the left and to the right and other events before and after aren't going to get affected. So after I've made my points, my nodes, I'm going to make a couple here too because I want this region to be quieter even though we didn't listen to it. I'm going to go and select up here in my tools for the cursor. I have it set for pointer tool here, and I have it set here for automation select tool. So when I push the command key, I can actually select just the automation. So I'm holding the command key now, and I'm going to just drag around those inner nodes that I drew, and I'm going to pull this down as a plateau to 7.5, minus 7.5. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Pull this down to 7.5. And again here. We'll go backwards this time. And we'll drag this down to 7.5. Let's listen to it now. Much quieter, much better. Okay, so there it is. Sometimes you want to move these individually without going to the automation select, and you just want to take a node and drop it higher or lower. And you'll notice that when you do that, as I move it, it kind of skips. It doesn't really move smoothly. When you have more than one point selected, it will, but in this method, it doesn't. So what you want to do is select the point, the automation indicator will turn white. You hold the control key, and then you can actually move it incrementally, which is really useful for when you want to line things up or get it exactly at a certain point without having to zoom in and make it huge to get those little incremental adjustments. So that can save you a little time. It's a good little keystroke to know. Now, there's another kind of automation we can effect as well, and this is MIDI automation. So I'm going to bring my violins over here. This is my first violin, and I've got 10 different violin patches loaded into this VST. This is Contact. We're going to be working with just this last one from Adagio. I'll open up my lists here on the right, my event menu. Let me move this aside for a moment. We're going to go here in the violin, and right at this point we're going to take a look, and we can see there's some volume control already, but what I want to do is I want to introduce a little more expressive control. So in the VST right here, I have these knobs, Dynamics and Expression. Dynamics is volume, but Expression also adds volume, and it also adds a little more vibrato. So that's what I want to use here. So when I right click on this, what I can do is it gives me, it says Learn MIDI CC Automation or Remove it. I've already programmed it, but we'll remove it and I'll do it again. So first things first, we want to make sure my track is highlighted, Violin 1. We're going to go here into the Inspector column, and under MIDI channel, we're going to change this to 10, because that's what this one is loaded on to, 10. If it was on 5, I would load it on 5. Now, it's already record enabled. So now what I want to do is I'm going to tell it to learn this knob. Right-click on the knob, learn the MIDI automation, the CC automation, and slide the lever you want to use. And there it does. Now it's moving with it. And that is now programmed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a little bit of this MIDI automation, and you'll see the slider move along with it. Because what I want to do is I want to have this fade in and out a little more smoothly than it is by using just the volume control. So we're right here in the violin. record enabled, and we're going to introduce a little expression right here, a little swell in the violin sound. So here we go. We're record enabled. Channel is on 10. Let's go. You can already see the data. Okay, so there it is. You can see it recording. And there is the data. When I go out of the automation mode, you can see it. That is sending control messages to the software instrument in my VST, and we also have some volume data in the DAW, so DAW data. And we'll listen to that playback. So we'll solo that track and we'll play it back. Let me highlight that region so you can see it, and we'll play it back and you can watch the region. You can hear the effect and see it together. Okay, so there you have it. You can hear the little increase in vibrato and a slight increase in volume. What I'm going to do just quickly last is, when I look at this region, there's a lot of extraneous MIDI data, especially in the beginning. So I just need this last point. So I'm going to go select all of these and delete them, and you'll see them vanish. There it goes. Now I'm just left with that point. And now what I want to do is move that point so it's right at the beginning of my measure, because I just like nice tidy regions. That's just the way I am. And I can grab it and shove it right up right to the beginning of the where the music starts, which I like better, and save. Okay, so I hope you got something out of that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.